Episode 9. The Glass Horizon. A probe that stopped sending data in 1982 suddenly wakes up. It begins transmitting images of a city made of glass, floating in the atmosphere of a planet that is supposed to be a gas giant. Most people believe that the edge of our solar system is a graveyard of dead satellites and frozen rock. They do not realize that in the farthest reaches of the dark, something is still broadcasting. This is the investigation into the Glass Horizon. The story begins on May 17th, 2026. Deep Space Network technicians in Australia received a carrier signal on a frequency that had been silent for over 40 years. The source was a deep space craft launched in the late 70s, a craft that had officially suffered a catastrophic power failure in 1982. But the probe wasn't dead. It was merely waiting. When the telemetry data was finally decoded, the scientists didn't see the expected radiation or magnetic field readings. They saw a visual stream. The images showed a shimmering, geometric metropolis suspended within the crushing pressures of a distant world. It wasn't built on land. It was floating a city of mirrors and sharp glass angles that seemed to harvest the light from the surrounding gas. Clouds. The architecture doesn't match any known human design. There are no streets, only bridges made of light. There are no windows, only surfaces that reflect the stars with impossible clarity. Some theorists believe the probe was intercepted in 1982 and repurposed by a civilization we are only now discovering. Others suggest that the city isn't alien at all, but a lifeboat, launched by a secret government project during the Cold War. But the most chilling detail is the audio. Behind the static of the transmission, there is a rhythmic, repeating pulse. It isn't a pulsar or a natural phenomenon. It is a voice, synthesized and cold, repeating a single set of coordinates that point back to a location on Earth that was erased from the maps in 1955. The agency cut the feed within 10 minutes. The data was classified. The technicians were reassigned. The probe has returned to the silence of the void. But the horizon is no longer empty. If you believe that the truth is farther away than we've been told, hit subscribe. This is Midnight True Thrills. We tell the stories most people never hear. Like, share, and help us grow this channel. We drop a new deep dive every Sunday. Next week, we return to the gears of 19th century London. A body was found inside the Great Tower Clock. A man who had been missing for a century was found alive and aged inside the iron machinery. Next episode, The Clockwork Witness. Make sure your notifications are on. You will not want to miss it.